What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cover Price Top 10 show for November 24th. It is officially Thanksgiving week. We are feeling festive. We are feeling it, man. I don't know about you guys. We've got Izzy here joining tonight and the unfortunate return of Travis. That's right. Travis is back, guys. I apologize. But yes, no, dude, I'm actually really excited to have you back, man. I know you even sacrificed watching the Panthers that are playing now, Monday night, prime time, baby. Are they even playing though? Is that the question?
It's not a sacrifice. Our defense has more receptions than our wide receivers right now. Not a great look. Not a great look.
Are we surprised? No, nobody is. But guys, welcome to the show. I want to go around the horn, and then I have so much stuff I want to talk to you about. So let's go around the horn. We had a very busy gentleman, Izzy. I don't know if you guys checked out his Instagram, but Izzy, what's going on?
What's going on, everybody? Yeah, Saturday was a long day for me. I had Big Apple Comic Con, and so if you go to my IG, you see what I picked up. I picked up some bangers for under $200 I spent
Crazy.
for it. And then in the evening, I went to the AEW pay-per-view, and I got home at 2:30 in the morning.
Wow.
I was dead.
And that's not because the show ran late. No, what were you up to after the show?
Oh, dude, no, AEW finished late. So if you watch the pay-per-view, no, that's when I got home because I'm from New York. That was New Jersey. So,
okay, fair.
So
I'm actually jealous. I'm just going to say this because of all the people on this panel, you got to see Tommy Invincible live and in the flesh. You can't hurt me.
Wait. Let me do the
He's doing it. He's doing
the Monet dance. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, that's gonna haunt my dreams now.
She came in short. No, she came in short. So it was awesome, though. It was definitely awesome. But we were tired. People were sleeping all over the place, man. That's how long that event went, man. It was like people were like, my boy was like, he was like one of those guys that whenever the crowd cheers, he started cheering, even though he had no idea what to cheer for because he was dozing off a couple of times. So he's like this. And it was the winner. He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, the wrong guy won.
I love it. But man, yeah, you had a very busy weekend. Travis, man, welcome back, dude. You took some time away from us. How you been?
Better than you. You sound like crap, bud.
I'm sick like a dog, guys. I got myself a nice little honey lemon tea. I'm good to go. Got my box of Kleenex here, but we still show up because, like I said, we're festive. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. But yeah, man, how was your week?
It was good. I mean, I did watch the beginning of the stream, so I did hear it. I did hear all the nice things you had to say about me. And don't worry, if I missed it, our boys over at Cover Price made sure I heard it. So I appreciate that. I do hear you sick as a dog. That's good. At least you feel like how you look, brother. So yeah, it's good to be back. Did a little travel. You know, it was fine. Yeah, but I did miss hanging out with you guys this past week. So excited to be back. Excited to be with the chat again. And yeah, just really looking forward to all of this except hanging out with Lando. But yeah. Great to be back, guys.
So Travis, did you fix the typos?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm at least suspension safe for a week. Okay. It's a probationary period kind of thing. We're going to see, we'll just, they run a tight ship over at Cover Price, so we're going to see what happens.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm at least safe from suspension for now.
We'll definitely check to make sure. And
yeah, one pardon and that's it, dude. But I'm happy you brought up the chat, man, because I want to shout out the chat. You guys show up every single week, man, and it is time to give back to you. If you missed it, Cover Price actually just spilt the beans right before we went live. But the Black Friday stuff that is going to be taking place this week is going to actually blow your mind, man. Check this out. As you guys can see, there's tons of stuff that's going to be given away. So get ready, guys, because Cover Price Holiday giveaway starts this Wednesday. In case you were wondering, there's going to be no comics coverage show and there's going to be no new comic book day show. No, they are preparing for this big giveaway. We're actually going to be giving away 10 incredible prizes, including original art and rare signed and remarked comics, as you can see right here on the slide. Keep an eye on your inbox, though, and go check over the site for the next couple of days for details on how you can enter for this. Now, just to give you guys an idea of what is being given away, man, there's going to be original art by literally everyone's like new favorite artist flops. So you can see it right there on the right hand side. Then you've got a CGC 98 Will Jack Metal Vampirella. It's an AP edition with Remark, and its estimated value for that is like $1,000, man. Just that alone is such a big prize. But no, the prizes continue. We've got Pop Kill #2, another Shubina, Bird City Comics Virgin that's limited to 400 copies, signed with Rare Remark, and that estimated value is $500. You're looking at Pop Kill issue 3 as well by Shubina, another Bird City. Shout out to Bird City. Shout out to Laura. Shout out to Anthony, man, for all of this. This is awesome because it's a version that's limited to 150. It's signed with another Rare Remark. Again, estimated value for that's like $500. We get Pop Kill 4 Shubina as well. Bird City, Virgin, the white limited one, limited to 150, signed with Rare Remark. Again, another estimated value of $500 for that. Do you guys see that Detective Comics right there at the top right, man? That Mark Spears cover is so awesome. Love that, man. Haven Comics, limited to 1,000 copies, just to give you an idea. It's signed with a Rare Remark. It's one of 20, just to put that out there. And again, an estimated value for that, we're looking at another $500. Dude, we are like in the thousands with giveaways here.
That's Spears' first Joker cover.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing, man. And honestly, I love it. I mean, if he wants to, put another shut up Lando. But CGC prize as well that is going to be given away is that 99 down in the middle, as you can see, of Superman 680. It's the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, signed by Dan Mora. Again, another $500 value. And then you've got like the 98 Action Comics 1058, signed by Gabriel Delato himself. Another estimated value of $100. But it doesn't stop there, guys, because Cover Price is also giving away not one, but two. You've got 150 grading credit to CGC, which is amazing, man. You can see that on the left-hand side. Now, I know some of you are probably wondering what these remarks are looking like. Yo, check this out. You see this one right here. Now you've got, look at that, Shubina. You can see some stuff right about there.
Yeah, the bubbles.
I like how you landed on the bubbles. Look at that.
The bubbles. Yeah.
The bubbles.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. You've got this one right here, another neat one.
More bubbles.
I think
cheek to cheek.
Yeah, this remark, wowza. This is wicked.
Lots of bubbles.
The Mark Spears one, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, is so funny, dude. It's so well done. Love that. Again, you've got the 99 to Superman 680, and then you've got this amazing Action Comics, dude, which is just so sick. And it's Action Comics
1058.
1058, yeah, sorry. So really cool, man. So much being given away. And let's not forget, man, you've also got this amazing $150 credit, man, with CGC. So big prizes, guys. Big prizes to be won. So make sure you're keep an eye out on the website. Of course, as I was saying, here's the link. As you can see, I'll pin this so we make sure we don't lose that for all of you. But yes, make sure to go check it out. The holiday giveaway is taking place, man, and tons of great stuff for all of you to win. And I'm happy to see the excitement in the chat. I'm trying to keep up with some of all these comments while showing you guys everything. But I see them, and man, yeah, the Shubinas are fire. I couldn't agree more with you guys. So good luck to everybody. Again, make sure to, check out the website, stay up to date, check your emails, because, man, these are big giveaways, I told you, we're feeling festive. The holiday season is Thanksgiving this week. We're all thankful for sure. Some of us, I mean, we bear with, but I'm thankful for the Cover Price family. I'm thankful for all of you guys. So with that being said, it's time we kick off the top 10. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go, baby. So the top 10 show, guys, of course, we're looking at the books that are selling on the aftermarket within the last week. We're looking at some of those sales. We're looking at the dollars, the moolahs, and how they've been doing on the aftermarket, as well as the trending sales. So let's kick it off with tonight's runner-up. Travis, you were missed by maybe one person, so let's make you go first. What do we have as tonight's runner-up?
This list is killer, and we're going to start off with a bang. Grimm #1. This is the Mike Del Mundo Virgin 1 in 50 variant from Boom Studios in 2022. We did see a recent bump in Grimm. If you guys haven't heard, Grimm was recently optioned for the small screen via Netflix. And we got this 1 in 50 variant from Mike Del Mundo, and this one is really cool. This is a bang for your buck kind of 1 in 50. You know, $60 for a 9.8. That feels awesome. We tracked a 199% growth trend on this, with the high graded sell being a $60 CGC 9.8. 7 copies total tracked. If you haven't read Grimm, it is absolutely bananas. I love this series. This was a series that was hot when it came out. Everybody was buying it up. And it was such a fun read for me, and I'm so happy to hear that they've optioned this. Obviously, we know how these things go. Rest in peace, Last Ronin. But again, this is a series. We talk about series that are like kind of made for the screen, right? Whether it's the big screen or the small screen, doesn't matter. You read some of these comics and you're like, oh, this would make a great TV show. This is one of those. This is one of those that feels super, super, super cool.
Another thing that's very interesting is that the final issue just came out with issue 25. So we have a complete story. So Stephanie Phillips and Flaviano, that's how we say his name.
Yep.
They did a complete story. I remember when Grimm came out, I was excited. I read it. I enjoyed the story. I was curious about the story, especially with what the story is really about. It was just cool seeing the story that they were giving us. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see an animated version, and I hope they stick to the style and tone.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's the nice thing about animated shows or movies, is that they could probably stick to the format and the stylistic choices of Grimm in general. Yeah, give me that. You know what I'm saying? Give me Jenny Frison Grimm. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm sure. Dude, Laura was here last week. I think she would agree with you as well this week. I got to agree with some of the people here in the chat here. So one thing I want to point out is Gabe. Shout out to Gabe, Lords of the Long Box. Nothing but love, man. We spoke Thanksgiving. Things I'm thankful for. People I'm thankful for. Definitely Gabe being one of them. $60 is less than the grading cost. And that's exactly it, man. This is a good buy. One thing I noticed on the aftermarket when it comes to the Grimm books that have moved, guys, it's no surprise. Yes, they're going to be making the list, because when we look at the 7-day trend, we're looking at 199% increase, because not anybody was just buying these throughout the last couple of months or whatever. But in the last week, with the news breaking, of course, everybody flocked to the aftermarket. But the prices are still very affordable for a lot of these covers, man, and including that cover A, which we'll talk about a little later. Now, I saw somebody in the chat as well, my brother Alex. I can't find the comment exactly. Oh, here we go. No, I lost it. But he was talking about how, the story kind of got a little meh in the middle, right? I got to say, I kind of agree. Because out the gate, man, it was very interesting, man. The first couple of issues was like, holy cow. When this first came out, Travis, like you said, everybody was on this, man.
Yep.
Everybody was talking about this. This was like the hot, not just of the week, but of the month, and for several amounts of time. But everybody was in on this, and it did, fall off for quite a bit up until now that we got the news. And when it comes to the story, I'll dive into it a little more as we get through the show, because this is only the runner-up, guys. And for tonight's runner-up, it's actually Grimm #1, the Mike Del Mundo Virgin variant, which is a 1 in 50 ratio. Top sale for this one in a CGC 9.8, only $60. 7-day trend of 199%. Izzy, my man, let's kick off the top 10 for reals. Let's go.
Let's go in with number 10 is Geiger 80-page giant #1, the Gary Frank regular cover. This book has a high raw sale of $65. We tracked 10 copies. Obviously, it's a return from last week. We're averaging about $49 per near mint books of this copy. It's all about that red coat, guys. Atlas Entertainment, Ghost Machines finally secure a film, so the rights have been made. It was always part of the plan to get this on the silver screen. And the plan is that's going to happen, guys. So I want to see some Red Coat. I think Red Coat is a great character for this, as well as some other characters within the Ghost Machines. This may not be the last time we hear any Ghost Machine talk. So I'm excited for it.
Feels like the floodgates are going to may open at some point with this, right? I mean, we've talked about Ghost Machine for a while, and we've talked about kind of how each story has just been consistently really, really, really high quality, and that's not surprising. I mean, you look at the creator roster over there at Ghost Machine. It shouldn't be surprising that we're getting high quality storytelling, high quality art. We've got a really, really, really great roster over there. The thing that I really like is that we're going with Red Coat first. It seems like a natural kind of way to start this all out. And so really excited about this. This does open it up for me to say, oh my God, can we get Geiger? Can we get Junkyard Joe? Can we get Rook? Can we really like get this train rolling? And it feels like it's a universe that's sort of tailor made to that. So this is cool. This is exciting. I love it when I have a book on the list, so this one's a little more fun for me right now. So love this, love Geiger, love all of it. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff Johns.
Dude, I can't help but agree with what you were saying, man. How, it's interesting because, again, from what I understood, I thought Geiger was going to get the first, live action or whatever. And no, it's not the case. What we're actually getting is Red Coat. And I feel like the more I think about it, man, Red Coat is totally a character and a story that would resonate. Like, it not resonate, but like it would play out well, man, with the average fan, the average viewer. Whether you're a hardcore comic fan or whether you're just learning about this for the first time by watching, this in live action, it's one that you can, really enjoy because the story itself, man, there's going to be some epic moments with epic characters, people throughout history of time. He is immortal, man. And some people he comes across, man, I'm telling you, it's going to play out so well on the big screen. Now, of course, we're seeing this one at number 10, which is the cover A, but that Brian Hitch cover got so much traction just like the last show that you weren't here, Travis. It goes for a much bigger coin because he's on the cover as well, right? So that definitely is driving it. But now were already picking up the cover A, but now it's way more affordable and it's way more easy access as opposed to the Brian Hitch cover, right? There's more copies out there, it seems, of the cover A than there is that Brian Hitch, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you're right. And you mentioned other characters. Junkyard Joe is another one, but obviously you see a lot of GI Robot with that character, so I can see why they didn't pick that one. I think the safest bet really is Red Coat. It's, as people said, it's I think it's easier on a budget to do it. You got the history aspect to it, so you got your history nuts that will love to see it and stuff like that. Who doesn't love a movie like Glorious Bastards?
Yeah,
where they
exactly.
could do things like that, right? So just think of it like that, where they could do a character that could be in different settings and you could kind of like mess with time with it. So I think Red Coat's the right pick. I want to see it happen, just like I want to see Geiger happen, because it was picked up, just like my boy Alex mentioned. It was picked up a while back, but it's been quiet. We're in the down season on Geiger right now, but I think it's happening.
Yeah, I wonder if the whole writer strike kind of impacted Geiger, because I saw somebody
I'm
saying
sure
that
it did.
it was optioned. So if
Yeah.
that be the case, maybe that's what ended up happening. But besides the point, so many other comments came in, and we're paying attention to you, chat, because we absolutely love you. But you got Rattlesnake saying that the checker boxes are an homage to the old DC books.
I
You know
love it.
what? Interpret it how you want, man. Interpret it.
I
how you
enjoy
want.
I enjoy it. I
love it. So I want to point out before we move on from this book, because I just wanted to, I can't go without saying this, and I don't know if I've shared this with everybody here. I may have, I don't know. I've been done a lot of these. Jeff Johns, when I said shout out to Jeff Johns, that was the most subdued Jeff Johns comment I think I've ever made in my life. Jeff Johns lit a fire in me for comics. So Jeff Johns will always, for me, be the guy that made me really fall in love with comics and the hobby. When I really got into buying and collecting and really going into it, he was in the thick of his Green Lantern run.
Yep.
I think I was like, I was in the shop and picked up a copy of the Sinestro Corps War, like one of the issues, and I was like, whoa. Comics are this awesome still? Like, I grew up having random issues as like a kid, but picking up Jeff Johns' there it is. Yeah. The whole Spectrum War, everything, like, it was just,
Wow.
yeah, it was just fantastic. So yeah, when I said shout out to Jeff Johns, that was the most understated shout out in the world. Jeff Johns literally is the reason that I'm right here, right now. So, dude's the man. He's the goat.
No, dude, I couldn't agree more, man. For me, the checker box, man. I wear my Vans. I wear my Vans, man. So I think it's pretty cool. But
Wouldn't it be
um,
cool if they do like a logo thing, like an opening crawl logo thing, and they just show the checker boxes in some way?
Yeah,
Just,
I would love it.
just a thought.
well, it's a great idea, but it's also a great idea to pick up this copy if you find it at a steal of a price. Because, guys, at number 10, we've got Geiger 80-page giant number 1. This one being the Gary Frank regular cover. Top sale for this one in around near mid $65. 7-day trend of 10%. Let's speed it up, boys. What do we got at number 9?
Number 9, we got DC Marvel Batman Deadpool number 1. This is the Bruno Redondo variant. Holy cow, what a cover. We've got a high graded sell on this book for $82 for a CGC 9.8 with a 7-day growth trend of 13%. 14 copies tracked this week. Look, there's a couple reasons for this. The big one here is if you have not read Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo's Nightwing, you've got to do it. Like, anybody who hasn't read it yet, you just got to go do it. Now there's a whole you can get all the trades now. They're done on the run. It is a must read. And if there's anything you picked up aside from Tom Taylor being able to tell a good story, which is a surprise to no one, is that Bruno Redondo crushes it. Absolutely crushes it throughout the entire series. So they have some serious heat right now, and good heat, wrestling heat. Yeah, so we get them back together here to tell an awesome story, which is a crossover of Nightwing and X-23. So they're telling the story of a character that they know amazingly, and crossing it with X-23, which is just an amazing crossover. Man, I fell in love with their series. Their run was iconic.
Yeah.
I picked up so many Batman Deadpool books last week, and this is the one I didn't pick up.
No.
Ay.
This was the first one that caught my eye this week. Was
It's
like,
still a great cover, but it's the
gotta
one I
have
didn't pick up.
Yeah.
I honestly thought the Sienkiewicz would be the show stealer, right? I thought that was
That's
going
what
to
I
be the
was
one.
thinking.
Especially
was.
looking
It
back
was
at
hot.
when we got the Deadpool Batman, we had the Stegman cover of Batman, right, with the Batarangs. But nope, that's not the case. It seems that people really liked the Redondo one, and I understand why. Because, dude, the stories inside this book, again, they delivered. You know, guys, sometimes we look at some books, such as the Deadpool Batman one, and when we got Logo, everybody was like, "Oh, come on, why are they doing this? Why are we speculating?" Man, take spec aside and have fun with comics. Guys, we got literally Constantine with Doctor Strange. That needs to be something moving forward. It was so good to read, man. Nightwing and Laura Kinney, man. The story was good, and then that final page, man, that final splash right there of the two characters with the, you had the silhouette, like, in the sky. You had Batman and Wolverine type thing.
Yeah.
So good. So good, man. Harley Quinn and Hulk. Who would have thought that would have even been a crossover that we would anticipate or enjoy? And it was actually enjoyable. Static, Miss Marvel, guys. It's just fun. You know what I mean? It's fun times, and that's exactly what I had reading.
Let's not forget. We got Grant Morrison back. We haven't seen Grant Morrison write a comic book in quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he came in and he wrote a story. You know what I mean? It was a fun story. It was.
Did you catch the Cassandra Nova stuff?
Oh,
Yeah.
all I gotta say is time for Dead Bat. I want some more Dead Bat. That's all.
Yeah.
And it was such a meta story, which I actually did enjoy that he went there. I didn't know he was gonna do it, but he did it. He pulled it off. It was a really good, solid story. I like it better than the other one. Let's just say that much.
It was awesome times, man. If you guys missed out on any of these books, sure, this one's going for a little bit of a premium. I want to say just a tiny bit if you're buying it in a 9.8, but pick up the book, man. Pick it up, give it a read, just enjoy yourself. Because, guys, at number 9, we've got DC Marvel Batman Deadpool number 1, the Bruno Redondo variant. Top sale for this in a CGC 9.8, $82, 7-day trend of 13%. Izzy, what have we got next at number 8?
It's like you hate me, but you love me at the same time because you keep making me talk about Absolute Batman. And here we are once again talking about Absolute Batman at number 8 with Absolute Batman number 4. We have a high raw sale of $30 and we tracked it with multiple copies, a 7-day trends of 23%. What else where is there to talk about other than we got the origin of the Absolute Batman on this issue? We got Spiky Batman there. All the hype is there. It's almost as if it's the calm before the storm, but there's still a storm going on. It's like we're in tropical storm Batman and we're just waiting for Hurricane Batman to show up. And that's where we are right now with this. Yeah, so if you guys are Batman fans, if you're absolute Batman fans, this is your time. This is your place. These books are averaging about $20 right now. A 9.8 is averaging about $50. So for a couple of more dollars, you can get a 9.8 of this book.
Yeah, not too shabby, man. And now,
Yeah.
Travis, I know you love talking about anything Absolute Batman, right?
Yeah, I'll save you guys the spiel here, but I will say this was one that we were screaming about when it came out. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. This is an origin story. Please get it. Guest artists on this. It was very cool. Good change of pace. They've done a very good job with this series when they bring in a guest artist to really change the pace.
Yep.
Which I think is important because it feels like DC's kind of like pushed like the idea of keeping things compact. So whenever they do a guest artist, it always feels like it is a stark difference. They did it in Absolute Wonder Woman. They've done it in Batman. It really feels like a different vibe. So telling the origin here of Absolute Batman was really cool, and to do it in such a different art style made it a little more powerful to me. So yeah. Great book. Awesome book. If you haven't read it, read it. It's fantastic.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna add to that because you're dead on with exactly my feels when it comes to this book, man. It's exactly that. The artist's change on this really jived with the story being told, man. It hit different, right? And we got so used to Jogota for the first 7 issues that when we did get that change of pace to get the origin, it just hit. You know what I mean? It hit different, and I was like, wow, okay, this is they put you in that scenery, right? And all of that. It was just really well done. I definitely appreciate it. I know Izzy appreciates stuff as such because he's an artist himself. So shout out to Izzy. But guys, number 8, we've got Absolute Batman number 4 with a top sale for a run near mint at $30, 7-day trend of 23%. But yo, these Absolute Batman books, it ain't just this one that's cooking, guys. On the aftermarket now, we got more. Travis, what do we got?
Oh my lord, we've got Absolute Batman number 1, the Nick Dragotta regular cover A. Number 1. 7-day growth trend of 10%. Y'all, this has been wild to see this book blow up the way it has. And basically, we've seen 74 copies sold with a high sale of a CGC 9.8 of $336. That is a massive sale. Just from where this book's just over a year old.
It was 226 last week, guys.
I mean, I'm not trying to be over dramatic to like build the show up here. Like, this is crazy, but it's again sort of understandable. This is the book. This is the book.
I'm just saying, Lando, am I not wrong in saying that last week this book was $100 less? And now, you see, it muted Lando. He can't even talk. He's
speechless.
Speechless, I tell you.
I apologize, guys. I was playing the trumpet here in the background. But, no, dude, you're right. And it held the same spot at number 7. Now, yeah, it's going for a little bit more. And look at that. It's not slowing down. Guys, I think the all-time high sale for this was around the $500 mark. We're getting back to that.
Wow. It is a straight up wow. Yep. That's how I look at this. It's like, it's amazing how much this book has been climbing up week over week in anticipation for Joker. Because that's what's driving this.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I think so. Yeah. And one point that we could throw out there is that, we're getting that crossover. There's been some tease of a crossover. into the main universe. We've had the little bit of a tease going on here for DC's main event right now, for KO. So, there's some staying power here to these characters, and why wouldn't there be? You know what I mean? They've been dominating. All of them have been dominating, especially the Trinity, since they came out.
Yeah. The one that you're talking about, those $500, that's actually a 9.9 that goes. It averages about, it reached its peak as far as the 9.8 pricing goes.
Really?
So this is the highest 9.8 sale we've had so far.
Wow.
My God.
Bet it ain't me.
Guys, I gotta be honest with you, man. Look, I have multiple copies. I was talking about this last night, man. That's why Kilted Corgi's here saying what he's saying, man. But dude, I've got multiple copies, man, and I got way more than 6. Like I have tons sitting in front of me.
Yeah, look at him. He got cash right there, guys. Cash.
I'm not a seller, man. I'm not a flipper. Like I enjoy buying things on the low. That's like when I find a deal, it's just that's how I do it. I FOC the hell out of this.
Taxman's coming to collect, and I'm the taxman.
Probably, yeah, exactly. But it is getting hard to not want to sell one. You know what I mean? And why is that? That even though this hit so many copies ordered, like this surpassed 300,000 copies, guys, but yet people are still willing to pay a premium for this. One, it's now resonating with like mainstream, right? Like people, the average fan who is not a comic fan is hearing about this. We're seeing this pretty much pushed everywhere right now. So it's getting the attention of all these people, man. I've got plenty friends who have never read comics and now hitting me up. And they're like, hey, man, I'm hearing about Absolute Batman. What's this about? Oh, okay, here, let me show you. And dude, it's awesome to see the love that it's getting outside of, the main universe. Marvel got a lot of love via the Ultimate Universe, but Absolute Batman, even after all this time since its launch over a year, dominate.
I agree. It's one of those books, man. It is last year's book of the year, and this year it seems to be right back there in that list. So it will be a top 10 book this week.
Yeah.
It's a killer.
And guys, I just want to put it out there, man. So far, we're only at number 7 in the top 10 show. Runner up, we've went through 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th book. We're still looking at modern books, guys. A lot of people tend to frown upon them, but guess what? Just be on the ball, guys, because you don't want to pay these prices on the aftermarket, especially when you've got at number 7 Absolute Batman, number 1 with a top sale for a CGC 9.8 at $336, 7-day trend of 10%, and man, the train keeps rolling all night long, baby. What do we got next?
I'm evens, right?
Yes,
yeah, man.
Guy forgets mid-show. I love it.
I love it. Absolute Batman 2025 annual number 1 at number 6. We have a top sale 9.8 at $145. Check this out. We have a 7-day trend of 28%, but here's the important number. We tracked 101. That's right, 3 digits there for the popular divisive issue of Batman, where he takes on white supremacists. Also, we got the origin of the Absolute Batmobile, which is huge.
Yep. Literally
huge.
Who doesn't love to see a white supremacist get an old 2-piece? You know what I mean? No, this is great. This is so fun. I finally got my copy in my hands. It has taken forever to get here. I didn't pick it up off the shelf because my LCS was sold out, of course, and I had to order. Yeah, or were they? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Is it one of those shops, Travis, where you pre-order and then they're like, "Oh, we got shorted"?
I I should not admit this on the air, but I have canceled my pull bag at my LCS as of like a year ago. So you take that wherever you want to take it. But no, they're awesome folks. I just, there's other places to get things more consistently. Yeah, no, so I didn't get this, and I had to absolutely find another way to get this before the price jumped, and I just barely made it under the gun. So I got it for cover price, but man, only by about a day or two.
It's like his LCS is watching this show, And they're saying, "Oh, let's see what Travis wants."
Pretty much. But guys, one thing I want to say, actually, I saw somebody make a comment asking a question earlier, and I feel bad because I forgot to address it. It was actually Late Night Comics asking if we've seen Absolute Robin yet within the universe, and no, that's not the case. But hang tight, guys, because man, I feel like it's coming at any
No,
point.
he's coming. He's definitely coming. Or
Yeah.
they are coming.
Yeah, exactly, man. We might see just more than one. We might see Nightwing. Who knows, man? But we have tons to look forward to when it comes to the Absolute Universe, man. We buckle up. We're only getting started. Now, when it comes to this, Daniel Warren Johnson, I've said it the last 3 weeks, man. How when it, with this issue, it was so awesome to see Daniel Warren Johnson just like, I feel like they just looked at him and they said, "Yo, DWJ, let loose. Do your thing. Have
There you
fun."
go.
Like literally, that's what they must have told him because he totally did it. When we get the wrestling moves, when we get the artwork that we got, it's so in your face. It's so well done. Kenny Omega, I know Kenny Omega.
I saw him. I saw him.
You did.
Can I make an analogy? Is Daniel Warren Johnson the good barber of the comic world? Like, when you get a really good barber, you don't have to tell him anything. You just walk in and say, "Whatever, dude.
Do your thing, bro.
Do your thing. I don't care. You hitting the beard, hit the beard. You hitting the hair, whatever. I don't care. Do your thing." Is that Daniel Warren Johnson? Is he like the good barber of comics now?
I think he is, man. I really think
He probably is. I seen him with, I don't know about him going to the barber so much because he usually wears a baseball cap, but just saying.
DWJ, yo, just a heads up, man. I'm kind of due for a haircut, bro.
Let's go to DWJ. You know what? Next time I see DWJ, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, man, I need a cut on the side, please."
We're starting his retirement here. Like once he's done with comics, he's gonna go straight into barber or hair cutting.
I saw a video that he did a little while ago with proto.com, and it's like showing his art, all his art tools. And he has this perspective thing that even I was like, "What the hell is that thing?" And it just looks like a bunch of scissors. That's what it looks like.
Well, there you go.
So there you have it.
We have made the connection. Secret barber Daniel Warren Johnson.
It makes perfect sense.
I think last I checked, he had a mullet.
But
perfect.
Man, I gotta agree, man. You got nothing but confidence when it comes to Daniel Warren Johnson handling any title, man. You know that you're in for a ride. It's gonna be awesome, and it was a perfect fit for this one. You've heard me, like I said, time and time again, talk about how I fanboyed over so many things that were done within this book, but I won't dive into that again. Please do yourself a service, man. Pick this up and enjoy the ride because, guys, at number 6, we have Absolute Batman 2025 Annual number 1 with a top sale for a CGC 98 at $145, 7-day trend of 28%. Speaking barbers, Izzy, no, sorry, Travis.
Now you don't even know what we're talking about.
You messed me up, boy. But what do we got at number 5?
That cold is stopping some brain cells over there. All right, we got number 5, V for Vendetta number 1, still up here, y'all. We've talked about this one. It's been hanging out here. I know somebody in this panel here is the proud owner of this book as of the last week. So he is one of those, not one of the track sales, but he is one of the sales this week in spirit and in presence. V for Vendetta number 1 still here. Top sale this week, CGC 9.8 of $200 with a 7-day growth trend still, guys, at 84%. This is insane. The reason, obviously, we talked about, remember the 5th of November. We're past that now, so what's the deal? So it is currently being eyed. It's been rumored for a series to air on HBO Max. And we're also getting as a little bit of a celebration of the 20th anniversary here. The movie's going back to theaters. So a lot of good things working for this IP at the moment. And it seems like kind of a perfect storm. And holy crap, here we are. This is the flex.
Yep.
I got nothing to flex today. Y'all done flexed twice. I got nothing.
You
I got
suck.
nothing.
That's why.
I suck.
But yeah, you picked this up.
I'm flex
weekend.
my cover price tee.
I picked this thing up this week at Big Apple Comic Con. Shout out to Lone Wolf Comics. Was it Lone Wolf? No, actually, it was someone else. Now I'm thinking, but I gotta give a shout out to Lone Wolf anyway. This is a beautiful copy, though. This is a fantastic. The reason why I mentioned Lone Wolf is that he had the Warrior comic, which was too much for it was too much for me. So for those of you who don't know, the comic book, the character actually debuted in a British comic called Warrior It's actually more like a comic magazine. That's his first appearance, but this is the American appearance of the book, and it's really the story that everybody's hunting for. So, whew,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's awesome to see how, usually around the 5th of November, of course, we see this hit the list every single year, man. Like, I've been doing cover price for about a year, but I've been doing YouTube for quite some time, man, following all the lists, etc. And it's always, it's like clockwork, dude. It shows up at the week of 5th of November, very much like the Amazing Spider-Man 9/11 issue, right?
Hmm.
When 9/11 comes around, that's what we see. But we're seeing this one hold on a little more and still seeing a big growth of a 7-day trend of 84%. And people are asking themselves, well, what's going on? We know that it's now optioned, right? That there's a not even option. They're moving forward with a project for this. And I believe it's going to be HBO, right?
Yep.
Is
Yep.
HBO's going to do it, which is the best place to do it. Because if
Yeah.
HBO's doing it, that means you're talking about prestige television. Not
right.
to mention, just as Travis mentioned, they did drop a teaser on November 5th for the return to theaters next year. So they're already
Yes.
planning. They already planned it, which was cool because that's kind of the way the movie went. Where remember the 5th of November was 1 year prior. That's when they did the Revolution the following year. So he hyped them up. So I'm assuming that this hype is going to continue. I can't wait to see this in a TV series. So
Yeah.
yeah. um,
That's probably my
Demon.
least favorite thing right now.
remember the Rick.
The Rick of Remender. That is so good, dude. It's not even normal. But yeah, man, I'm happy to see this one on the list, man, and I'm excited to see what's gonna come with the HBO project. So
Mhm.
awesome to see. Number 5, guys, View for Vendetta. Number 1 with a top sale for a CGC 98 at $200 and a 7-day trend of 84%. Now we are at the halfway mark, so I do want to remind you guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, show us some love, man. Show us some love. And make sure to comment below if you're catching the replay. Stick around for the end because I do want to let you guys know of something huge. I said it at the beginning of the show, but in case you're only tuning in now, mark my words, you don't want to miss this. So, with that being said, let's get back to the actual list. What do we got next at number 4, Izzy?
At number 4 is Grimm number 1. This is the regular cover by Favignano. I like saying that name.
Good.
From high graded sale of $120 and 9.8. We tracked, and get this, 85 copies this week, all because Gould and Miller are going to bring an animated film. This is the first book. This is the one that I picked up. I was going to mention this earlier before, but I figured, you know what? We're going to talk enough about Grimm later, so might as well leave it. This was the book that everybody was hunting down when it came out because of Something's Killing the Children. So
Yep.
it's not related, but it's Boom's next big book. And I think, like most people, we were excited for it. It had a very solid start point, very interesting premise. It's about a girl who's a Grim Reaper, thus the name Grim, but she doesn't know her past. And she's trying to find out what exactly is it about her past. So she goes on this whole, adventure to find out more about that past. It is intriguing. It just wrapped up with issue 25, which I have to
Yep.
pick up. So we have a complete story, and I think that's what's going to make this really cool as an animated series, is that they should be able to do the complete story. And I
Yeah.
like that.
No, I agree with you, dude. Issue 25, I just gave it a read and it was really good, man. I caught up since the announcement. I caught up on all the issues, man. I'm gonna be honest, like I said, towards the middle of it, I think I dropped off at around like issue 10, somewhere there. And when I started reading from 10 and on, the story progressively gets good, and then the twists and things that do happen, I kind of anticipated. I'll be honest with you. Like I did see it closing the way it did. But I agree, man. When the issue kicks off, issue number 1, man, giving that a read, and I was like, wow, this is cool. We're learning about Jessica Harrow, the character, and she's pretty much like one of the many deaths that exists, right? For you got this guy who had his accident. He just died, had no idea what was going on, and like she's taking him into the afterlife, etc., doing the typical routine on her behalf. And when she crosses over by the end of that first issue, right? And like she gets arrested, not arrested, but stopped.
Mhm.
And she's like, "What the hell? Like you can see me?" type thing, dude. At that point, I was hooked. I'm like, man, they dropped that issue one was enough to not just hook you in, man. Like
Yeah.
it had me glued to this series.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, it did tend to fall off, but it picks right back up. There's a lot of good stuff. 25 issues, very well written story. I enjoyed every second of this. I do see this going to be a success. With the project that we know is up and coming. 386% 7-day trend doesn't surprise me. And I do the cover A, man. I've got so many copies of the first print and all covers, man, because this was the hot thing, man. Everybody was after this, dude.
Yep, for sure. You guys really touched it all. So I'm going to take a moment and just be a little selfish here and shout out one of my local well of talents on Rico Renzi on colors on this book and on this cover and everything. The just absolute amazing color work, and Rico is local to the Charlotte area and is just one of the coolest guys in comics. And if you ever get a chance to talk to him, nicest guy in the world, just nothing but great, amazing things to say about Rico Renzi. So just a shout out to that guy, because sometimes the colorists don't get the kind of love, the same love that some of the rest of the writers and the illustrators do, but just his color work on this book is phenomenal. It's insane.
Yep. Well, I really encourage you guys, man, get familiar with the actual reads, man. I know I keep saying that tonight for a lot of the books, but a lot of these books that are getting some love, of course, there's the option stuff, etc. But great reads, and Grimm is a good time. Like I said, there's a couple issues that you might have to drag your feet, but then after that, you're right back into the mix. Because, guys, at number 4, we've got Grimm number 1, the Flaviano regular cover, bro. Top sale for this one. CGC 9.8, $120. 7-day trend at 386%. I hope we're not all grimmed out, guys, because what do we got at number 3, Travis?
Hell no, we ain't grimmed out. We got Grimm number 1, the Dave Johnson Virgin variant. This is the one per store, coming in at number 3 with a top sell of CGC, with a top sell of a CGC 9.8 of $100. A 7-day growth trend of 524%. 10 copies sold. Same reason, same everything. We've talked about it. Why is it here? We know it's this new series that was announced. This Dave Johnson cover is so good, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wicked good. This is like, I can't even quantify how much I like this. This is one of my favorite Dave Johnsons. I'm just gonna go out there and say it. This cover is amazing, and that dude has a lot. But I love this series. I've already said that, and this is like the perfect blend for me. I love everything about this cover. I would pay this.
Absolutely.
You heard it. You heard it first here, Travis. Your LCS has this book ready for you for $150.
Guys, it is a 1 per store, and
Yeah.
it's selling in a 9.8 at $100. Let's go back to see the cover A. That's $20 more on the aftermarket right now, man.
That is a many per store.
Yeah, exactly, and it's still selling for more. Those cover A's, man.
I will say I'm a little disappointed we did not see a Jenny Frison. That's all I'll say towards that. I feel like we will eventually see a Jenny Frison, Grimm, because she has done some great covers. But I'm going to go back with the love of Dave Johnson. I think Dave Johnson is one of the greatest artists of this generation. I will openly admit, for all the good stuff he's done. This is such a good cover. I love the gray tones. I love the subtlety in the red, even in the signature where you see it right there in the corner. They put the nice little touch of the red there. It's a great cover. Nice haircut she got going on there. Maybe it's a Daniel Warren Johnson original. Who knows? It's quite possible. But like we said before, this was again one of those rarities that came out. This was in a time when we didn't see as many 1 per stores. Yeah. This was one of those first ones, and I think for when it came out, people were intrigued by Grimm. There was just this overall like, what's this story about? It delivered on its original story, and like you said, I got to like issue 6. That's kind of when that cooled off a little bit as well. But I do want to go back and start reading the entire series, especially since it's now a complete story. So and I want to know what happened to her. Like, who is she? What she's all about? What was the story about? There are some great supporting characters that we haven't even
Yes.
talked about in this story, and
Yeah.
so she's just a group of Grim Reapers. That's what she is.
Yeah.
But there's stories about other Grim Reapers from other time periods, which is I love the punk in the story. He's my favorite character of the story. He got the long hair, got the everything. So
Bro,
it,
he looks like he's part of Twisted Sisters.
he really does. He's like Iggy Pop's cousin,
Yeah.
Ziggy Pop or something. I don't know.
I
Love it.
love the fact that they created a character as such within the book, man, because it's totally like 80s hair glam metal
Mhm.
type
All that good stuff,
character.
man.
Love it. Love it.
So definitely go check out Grim, man. It's worth checking out.
Yep. Steve, yes, put this on the read list, man. It's such a
Yeah.
great story,
Yeah.
like I said.
For sure.
And you
Right
already
after Nightwing.
yes, after well, he's got a lot of reading to do when it comes to Nightwing. But anyways, guys, number 3, we've got Grim number 1, the Dave Johnson Virgin variant, which was a 1 per store. Top sale for this one in a CGC 98, $100, 7-day trend of 524%. Guys, hide your kids if they're tuning in right now. Cover their eyes, because Bender be getting freaky right now. What do we got on number 2?
I was wondering what was the deal with this book when I first saw it, and I said, "Okay." Aerotech number 1, the Howard Chaki variant, the 1 in 5 variant. This has a raw high sale of $75, and we tracked 12 copies. Of course, we have a comic legend in the cover illustrating a very hands-on. I feel like hands-on Bender, and she's ready to use that remote for some reason. Yeah, and look, my good friend Dean Haspiel's name is up there as well with AI Joe. But
AI is taking over in all the
You know,
wrong ways, guys.
I gotta say, when I get to see these books, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I gotta cover my eyes. I gotta tell the kids to go away. But I can say one thing. I am ice cream friends with Howard Chaki. So now you're probably saying, what the hell? So about
What
a
ice
year,
cream friends, dude.
Like,
Well,
is that like
I'm gonna-
Eskimo Brothers
no,
or
I'm talking about real ice cream. So last year, so check this out. So last year, I'm at Heroes Con, and I'm with my friend. I'm with my friend Mark from Legion of Comics. Shout out to Mark of Legion of Comics. We're in Heroes Con. I'm walking with him. He goes to see Howard Chaki, and we started talking. And we started talking about an ice cream shop in New Jersey. And me and Howard's like, yeah, this is a really cool ice cream shop. We got to go check it out. So like about a couple of weeks later, about the following or 2 weeks later, there was a convention. Garden State Comic Fest is happening in New Jersey. So I tell Mark, I'm like, Mark, I'm gonna talk to Howard. And that following week, me and Howard Chicky went to the local ice cream shop and we got ourselves some ice cream. And we called Mark to say, hey, look what we got. We got the ice cream. So there you have it. My good friend, Howard Chaki, ice cream friends.
That is fantastic. It's an amazing story.
I listened to the first half of the story, but like very briefly because I was still trying to wrap my head around what the hell is an ice cream friend, and I thought I missed out on something in my life. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't have an ice cream friend. What the hell is that? Sounds dirty.
With sprinkles, some gummy bears, because I'm a sprinkles and gummy bears kind of guy.
Oh my god, these guys are like eating ice cream so
Waffle
happily. I
cone,
guess.
all
I
that
don't
good
know.
stuff, man.
I mean, what I really want to say, I can't say. But anyways, dude, back to the cover, Erotech. Bender. It looks like Bender. Obviously, we all think of Bender from Futurama, but Bender. He looks like he's going
Bender
Bender.
has
for real.
4 arms, man. What's up with that?
Bender's got an ice cream friend.
Yeah, clearly. Now,
Ice cream.
ice cream. Oh my god, we can go.
I'll see myself out, folks. Suspended another week.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But okay, fun fact regarding the book, because I got to shout out Matt from Cover Price for actually letting me know about this. When I saw this one making rounds on the aftermarket, immediately I shared it with him, and he told me, he's like, fun fact, it's actually the first interior work of Flops. And so of course everybody loving Flops, right? This is the first interior. Now, apparently, this is a second print, not the actual first print. So,
That's not what she said.
yeah, guys, I don't make me get in. I don't want to get in trouble. You know what I mean? I can make 1,000 jokes. You know how I am, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. But yes, just wanted to put that information out there for you guys regarding this book. And clearly, it's getting love on the aftermarket, and love is totally happening all around, guys. Because Erotech #1, the Howard Chaykin variant, which is a 1-in-5 ratio. Top sale for this one in around your mid $75, 7-day trend of 119%. It is time we talk about the #1 book of the week. Travis, take us home, baby.
Absolute Batman 2020, Absolute Batman annual #1, the 2025 annual. This is the Daniel Warren Johnson black and white Felix comic art variant, limited to 1,000. Guys, we're going to go into this in a second. Just got to hit the numbers for you. Top CGC sell at 9.8 for $625. 23 copies tracked. We've talked about this annual blowing up. We've talked about everything that happened in it, and Daniel Warren Johnson being the secret barber of comics. This book, this particular variant, is mind-boggling to me. Lando, I know you spoke about it a little bit on your show last night. Yep. The first, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but the first issue, the original cover A of the first issue of Absolute Batman #1 had a Felix comic art version that was highly sought after. They've done the same with the annual, and it is blowing up as well. This is insane. Didn't you say this sold out in like a crazy fast amount of time?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, it sold out in like 20 seconds on the website, and it's wild to see, man. Because I don't get me wrong, I love Daniel Warren Johnson, man. The black and white is very nice, but seeing the sales that have happened, the first one was a design variant, right? So you saw the Absolute Batman full design, all wrapped around, etc. Very neat, but that one was hitting numbers that were just not even like they were out of this world, dude. You're looking at $1,000 book on that one. And now here we are with this one with the Felix comic art, limited to 1,000, hitting $625 in a CGC 9.8. It is very up there. This sold out so fast. Immediately I was seeing people posting like, hey, confirmed order. It's on eBay. When I get it, I'll ship it to you. And yo,
it's like a new console drop.
Yeah, exactly.
In hand.
Yeah.
So one thing I will say, I'm gonna say the good and I'm gonna say the bad. I'll start with the good. The good is this absolutely is a cover people want to have. There's no doubt about it. This is peak Daniel Warren Johnson style. It's an amazing cover. It is a fantastic cover. He does wonders with black and white and some negative space that goes along with it. I've never seen Batman with arms this big before in my life.
No.
So that's, you got that going on. So that's the good. And the pricing I would say the pricing pretty much justifies the demand. The real question is what exactly happened. That's why when you say 20 seconds selling out, there was concerns about botting going on with this book.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's driving the price. And there were situations that when this book was being sold in the website, within a matter of seconds, it was already being sold on eBay in the secondary market. That's the reason why you have these price hikes that you're seeing. So there's a bit of controversy around this book, which also brings more demand to the book. Let's call it what it is, right? When you have that. And I think that's part of the intrigue of this book. I think this is one of those books that I think as the years progress, it's going to probably always be one of those books that people absolutely want to have in their collections. And there is some, dare I say the term, market manipulation that's part of the problem with the book as well, which makes it even more demanding to many people. I would love to own this copy. And a 9.8 just sold for $900. So it's crazy.
Yeah, incredibly crazy. But one thing I saw as well, because I was following, Felix comic art and checking immediately after that, they put out a message saying that they're considering a second print, which I'm not too sure what they meant by that, if they're thinking of doing a second cover, because in order to come out with a second printing, obviously DC's got to be coming out with a second print, which I think is inevitable when it comes to
Yeah.
this issue. But that being said, it was crazy to see how fast this sold out, especially with all the hype surrounding the first print. I look at so many other books when it comes to the first print for Absolute Batman #1, not the annual. Don't confuse the annual with what I'm talking about. When we look at issue #1, man, there were so many exclusives that dropped. You had New York Comic Con, like the Akira homage. It did numbers on the aftermarket, but now seeing these Felix comic art hit these types of numbers, it has me questioning what is actually happening here. Because don't get me wrong, they're very nice covers, but it is kind of odd to see these hitting the numbers they are. And it's not to discredit. I love Daniel Warren Johnson. I've said this many times for the last couple of months at this point. But it's just interesting to see, man. I don't know how we've reached this point, but a lot of people, as you said, Izzy, I agree with you. If there's a Daniel Warren Johnson cover I'd like in my collection, I do think this is nice, man. I've seen this with signatures by I saw several copies signed in a nice purple or whatever. It pops, dude. It really pops.
Yep.
But I can't justify the price personally. That's me.
Can I get, if I ever got this book and I got DWJ to sign it, do you think he would sign it like, what are you going to do when these 3.5-foot pythons come for you?
He does have Hogan pythons.
I think
he does.
Dude, forget the pythons. Look at the forearm, dude. That forearm, the guy's been eating ice cream with his friends. That's for sure.
There you
That's
go.
right.
This man.
Hey, he got his best sleeper hold. That's a sleeper hold right there. Putting in the sleeper on the. And look at the guy's haircut. He got a good haircut as a result.
Yeah. I like
exactly.
how the cover does capture, Batman really kicks some ass within this issue, man. You know what I mean? So seeing this, I love seeing this. This is a great cover by Daniel Warren Johnson. The price tag is very steep for my pockets, and I wonder how all of you feel about this, especially if you're catching the replay. Comment below. But guys, at #1, we've got Absolute Batman 2025 Annual. #1, the Daniel Warren Johnson black and white Felix comic art that's limited to 1,000 copies. Top sale for this in a CGC 98, $625. 7-day trend of 100%. Guys, that was the show. But hang tight, because we've got some announcements for you before I head over to talk about some of the big stuff that's happening with Cover Price. I do want to plug my brother Izzy. Izzy, talk to us about what you've got coming this week.
So this Friday, for those of you who don't know, we're going to do our annual sketchy show. Along with a whole bunch of artists from the community, we're going to be doing an art auction where we're going to be selling out pieces during this auction while we're doing some drawings in the show as well. It's going to be starting at 5 p.m. Eastern over in my channel, Comics with Izzyverse NYC. Be out there, go check it out. We'll make sure we'll put a link in the description. You can put in your notifications. I'll show you a few things that I'm already going to be auctioning out in case you didn't see it, because I do have a few pieces with me. So I'll show you guys in a second here once we could see me. But this is the show that's happening. I know my boy JSS is there, so he could put the plug in as well. But here's one piece that I started working on a little bit of like nice black. Look at that thing.
Killer.
Look, you got that. Also, you guys might have seen this one. This piece is going to go up for sale as well. The Thanos cover that I did. That's going to be going up. And again, it's an auction, so we're going to start things off at a very, very low price. So trust me, you could probably get this at a very cheap price. That one's one. Here's another fun one I did, talking about,
Oh, nice.
Notice what book it is.
Yeah.
So we did that. I did that one as well. So check it out. It's happening this Friday. Thank you, JSS. I know you were there with it. It's going to happen this Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, until our arms fall apart.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. I'm definitely going to tune in and check this out. Guys, check it out. Go, like he said, the books are being auctioned, so I can't wait to see what these go for. It's amazing work that you put together on these covers, man. You have some great skills, dude.
Thank you, sir.
I love seeing the stuff that you draw. And Well, who knows? Maybe one day you'll make a cover of me and Travis eating ice cream. I don't know, man. I don't know. That would be good times, right? Yeah, you want that. You want that. I know
Who's gonna be Bender?
No, not that type of ice cream. Just ice cream. Just ice cream, dude.
I know
Um,
Cliff is watching, so he'd be like, "Hmm."
but what I wanted to talk to you guys about, man, is big news. We've got a huge giveaway that's going to be taking place over on Cover Price. That's right. The crew's getting together and putting out so much amazing stuff for you guys. And it's going to be starting as of this Wednesday. So we're giving away 10 incredible prizes, including original art and rare signed and remarked comics. So you might want to keep an eye out on your inbox if you're, of course, subscribed to Cover Price and signed up to the newsletters. And definitely go check out the website over the next couple of days to see all the details on how you can enter this. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. We've got original art, literally some OA by artists such as Flops. Flops is going to be there's going to be original art by Flops that's being given away, which that alone is just nuts. Don't ask me what's the estimated value for that. I wouldn't even sell that if I won that, to be honest with you. I wish I could, but yeah, man. You've got a Will Jack Metal Vampirella, as you can see there. It's the AP edition with remark, and the estimated value for that is $1,000. You got Pop Kill #2 by Bird City Comics. Yeah, baby. Shubina's cover, of course, but it's a Virgin Limited to 400 copies, and it's signed with a nice little remark on that. Estimated value is $500. You got issue #3 as well. You've got issue #4 as well. Shubina covers, man. Both of those are limited to 150 copies. They're signed and they've got remarks as well. The remarks, we showed them at the beginning of the show. I'll show you guys in just a second as well. Both estimated values as well as another $500. The Mark Spears Detective Comics of issue 1102, baby. That is wicked. Haven Comics limited to 1,000 copies, signed with rare remark, one of 20, estimated value $500. And then you've got some CGC 99 right there, smack in the middle. As you guys can see, that it is a Superman 680 San Diego Comic Con exclusive. If you guys remember, that was actually the first comic by CGC. You guys remember that, right? It's signed by Dan Mora himself. I'm a huge Dan Mora fan, so I'd love to have that. Estimated value is approximately $500. And then we've got the Del Auto cover for Action Comics 1058 and a CGC 9.8. The estimated value for that is $100. And hang tight because it doesn't end there, man. Cover price is going to be given away not one, two. You've got 150 grading credit over at CGC. So if you want to send your stuff over to CGC, you have a chance to win $150 of credit to do that. And that would be absolutely amazing. I showed some of the original art earlier at the show, as you could see. Yeah, look, I love this, man. This is wicked. This is probably my favorite one right here because you get a little nip slip. But besides that, dude.
Wait. Travis, go back to the other side.
Other side.
Go back to the previous image. Oh, no. Look at that guy. He's in trouble.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But yes, man. Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Mark Spears, an amazing cover. And as I said, you've got this wicked 9.8 and you've got a 9.9 that's being given away. But these, dude, these 150 grading credit, I'll happily take one of those, man. Happily take one of those. Guys, let's sign off and say good night to these amazing people who are hanging with us. We had like 80 plus hanging throughout the show. So I do want to say thank you. Izzy, anything you want to say before we go?
To everyone that's watching, thank you and have a wonderful American Thanksgiving. Make sure you have your turkey, or in my case, pernil, ajo blanco, mapenil, pollo y pasteles. A comer pasteles, comer lechón, ajo cagandule y todo eso. Felicidades, todo el mundo. Have a good Thanksgiving. Travis, you have yourself a great Thanksgiving. Lando, enjoy our Thanksgiving with us.
I will.
Enjoy going to work, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing on Friday. Travis, anything you want to say, my man?
So many things, but nothing that won't get me in trouble. No, have everybody chat, everybody here, have a great, awesome Thanksgiving. I did forget to give a little bit of a shout out, so worst timing ever. I should have done it at the beginning, but shout out to Laura for stepping in last week and knocking it out of the park. She was the only one that didn't throw me under the bus, so you guys are going to pay for that. So shout out to Laura for being an honorable human being. Other than that, everybody else, Thanks
You
for
didn't see what
everything.
you didn't see what she said backstage about you.
Well, I'm just ignorance
Yeah.
is bliss, guys. Ignorance is bliss. That's all I got here.
Just
So,
know that when the camera's on, she was just being nice. That's all.
hey,
But
hey, I'll
She's a
take
pro all the way. That's all we gotta say.
it.
She's a pro all the way.
guys, as your Canadian neighbor to the north, man, although it's not Thanksgiving for us, I do want to say that I am still thankful for all of you guys who tune in every single week, showing us some love. So I want to wish a happy Thanksgiving to everybody who was live in the chat tonight. Those of you catching the replay, anytime you come across this, even if it's in 3 weeks from now, 3 years from now, and you're catching this show, happy Thanksgiving to you. We're still thankful no matter what every single week for you guys. Yes, this week is the week to remember and to celebrate and be thankful for all of that. But I'm thankful every single day for all of you. I'm thankful for this man, Izzy, who joins me every week. And surprisingly, I'm beyond thankful for this little gentleman right here, Travis. Thankful for Cover Price. Thankful for everybody. Thankful that we are living some great times when it comes to comics right now. And I don't care. You can fight me. You can come at me all you want and say otherwise. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. So have yourself an amazing Thanksgiving week. And we look forward to seeing you guys again next weekend. Don't forget, check out the Cover Price website so you can learn how you could win all of those amazing giveaways that are being given away. Best of luck to everybody, man. We absolutely love you guys.
If it's cheating, if I win any of those pieces,
Absolutely. Dude, I bow out because I want our
that's
people.
it, guys. This is my last show. Matt, John, remember where to
There you go. Have yourselves a great week, guys. We'll see ya. Adios.
Bye.